Alright folks, we're back here in Trails of Cold Steel 3. Let's see what's up before we call it a night. Oh, sorry. Can't wake them up. Should I go outside? Who's in here?
I didn't know that happened.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you and George really saved my bacon that time.
Toa and Angelica, reminiscing. They're adults now. Sure.
Is that Reen I sense lurking out there?
Wow. How do you sense that? Through the glass part of the door there?
Why don't you come in, silly?
You're being too obvious, Reen. Eavesdropping is not cool. I guess who else would eavesdrop, right? They sense the presence, maybe the shadows below the door. Taito, that's a game company. Used to be, I think. I don't think it's... Are they still around? Probably not. What's with the mixed face there? Eastern Zemuria, what's in there? The desert. Huh. Master Kafai. 8 leaves, 1 blade. Hey, everyone's got problems. Everyone's dealing with problems. Is this the plot to a future game? Stopping the desertification? What a noble goal. Are we gonna take on the challenge? Or we're just laughing at it, Toa? Nice. Gotta dream big indeed. Alright. Can we take a shower? Why not?
Oh, this is nice.
Okay. Oh, look, Sarah, you're all by your lonesome. What's up? Sure, that's why we're here. We want to drink and chat the night away.
It's Spiritus, liquor from Northumbria.
Is it pretty powerful?
Said to be the strongest drink in the world. Guess it's kinda hard to get much stronger than 96% though, huh?
Wow. But look at Sarah. She can definitely hold her own.
Right? I knew you'd be able to appreciate it. Never thought the day'd come when I'd get to talk with you over drinks like this.
He's an adult now.
That new Class 7 of yours? They're a good bunch of kids.
He's a man now. So does Reen... I'm sure Reen considers Sarah as the model instructor.
They're all pretty unique kids, just like you guys were. But
Who's
I know
more
things
unique?
will work out for you. I mean, come on. They were all so worried about you, they ran headlong after you.
Foolishly. Said Ash. Ash probably instigated the
You already knew, didn't you,
catching up thing.
who those purple Jaegers are?
I had no idea, but sure, Reen probably knew.
That's so. Guess I've still got a ways to go myself in that case.
There's Aurelia. So she fought against Sarah. That was a while ago. Am I getting my timelines mixed? No,
That's
that
a
was
nice
it.
little scenario, Reen. But you know it's a load of bull, don't you? The annexation of Northumbria was done under the Imperial government's orders. Way I hear it, General Le Guin agreed to take the place over to keep the provincial armies from being disbanded.
Okay.
The outcome was decided from the start. In the middle of that farce of a war, you managed to save the lives of tens of thousands of citizens. And the Jaegers you met today? I think they know that.
They probably do.
But maybe it was impossible from the start. Fixing a country already being destroyed from within by Jaegers. You probably knew that too.
It's a tough problem to solve.
Whoopsie. Well, you see, he was...
Who? Who's this he?
He was my first love.
Who is it? Who is it? Tell us. Who's the lucky dude?
Well, actually, he was the closest thing I had to a dad.
Oh, that kind of love. Or is it a daddy kind of love?
Way
What
back
is it?
during the Northumbrian disaster, when the salt pail covered so much of the Principality in a storm of salt, a man took in an orphaned infant. He was a former colonel in the army, and one of the people who founded the Northern Jaegers.
Is this a prequel or?
As soon as I was old enough to understand anything, I knew that Jaegers who came back with foreign currency were considered heroes.
Or was this one of the older Trails games? Way back.
The man who raised me was one of the leaders of the Northern Jaegers, the heroes of our homeland. I looked up to my dad more than anyone. Wanting to be just like him, I joined a juvenile Jaeger Corps at the age of 10.
Impressive, Sarah.
After a few years of harsh training, I was admitted to the main corps at the tender age of 13.
13, as soon as you became a teenager.
It was there that I experienced my first real battle.
You're crazy, Sarah.
It was hell. A field of death, where lives are tossed aside to satisfy someone else's desires. There I lived, smoke and blood painted across my body.
With a smile on your face.
And there I stayed, eventually becoming the Jaeger known as the Purple Lightning.
So how many years were you in the Jaeger
But
group?
after a while, it reached a point where I couldn't take it anymore. When I was 18, I was assigned command of a squad. We had a mission near Erebonia, fighting some proxy war on behalf of the nobles. The enemy was Needhogg. My squad was destroying them, but just when we thought victory was ours.
Plot twist? What happened?
Our efforts to avoid dragging any civilians into the fight left us open to a counterattack. We got hit hard.
Nice guys finish last. What can I say?
And then my dad showed up
Oh no.
and saved me.
And he died.
Even though he was serving as the commander for the entire corps, he came to our rescue and suffered a fatal injury for
Maybe he's still alive, just like that Zephyr guy. Who knows?
Do you see now? This is the fate of all Jaegers. You must think long and hard on whether you wish to continue down this path.
That's why she quit.
It could have been because he was once part of the Principality's army, but he was quite the gentleman. Now that I think back, he never seemed to like the fact that I became a Jaeger.
It's a harsh life. Nobody wants
Anyway.
that for their child.
He left me with those final words and passed away in my arms. I screamed and screamed until my voice gave out, until I passed out from utter exhaustion. When Yeah. Apparently they were there to check on the damage caused by all the Jaegers fighting.
Okay, that's a fortunate accident.
Neidhart and Mueller Vander, who were both second lieutenants back then, were there too. They told me the battle had been over for a while, and all my comrades had already packed up and left for home. Hadn't even thanked them before rushing back to my hometown. And what greeted me when I got there were celebrations and congratulations from my friends and the townsfolk.
Did that cheer you up?
We had lost my father, but we won the war we were hired for. The nobles had given us an enormous pile of Mira.
Wow. Okay, but deep down,
That meant we wouldn't die of starvation during the coming winter.
deep down, he wasn't so happy, was it?
I was relieved, but my tears just wouldn't stop. In order to save my hometown from poverty, I covered myself in the smoke of war and the blood of innocents in foreign lands. Seeing the smiles on the faces of everyone in town and knowing the cost. It was right then that I decided to quit being a Jaeger and leave my hometown.
And she became an instructor.
I joined up with the Bracer Guild, knowing I could put my combat skills to work and make some decent Mira if I hit A rank. That way I could send some money back home. Money that wasn't stained with blood.
Okay, Bracer first before being a teacher.
I'm not strong or kind.
You have a pretty storied past. Let's just say it that way.
But I think I've finally started to get closer. Little by little. Closer to being like the man I admired so much. My dad. My commander. And my first love.
Ready for your second love?
Yeah?
Okay.
No
then.
getting around the fact that I've got myself the daddy of all father complexes.
Oh man, daddy issues.
But you know, lately I found myself attracted to some younger guys.
How young are we talking here? Be careful. Uh-oh.
You got me talking too much. You don't watch yourself, you could make a real dangerous womanizer. Well, with that, I bid you good night and sweet dreams.
Yeah, she's just playing us. I don't think Sarah is interested in Reen. Not that kind of interested. Be careful, Reen. She's playing ya. Okay. Good night, Sarah. Well, in car 4, who's in here? Nobody around to chat with? Car 5. Valimar wanna have a late night chat? Well, that's why I'm here. Wanna be friends with you. Chat the night away. Reflect
The thing
on
I showed you is called Zector.
card games.
Sorry, that's the most I'm gonna say on that one.
What is Zector? Well, the Divine Knight. Ah, interesting. Who's... Okay, I forgot my history, so I don't know who these names are. These are big events, such as Assault Pale. We got the Vermilion Accident. Got the Azure Tree. What's the Crimson Labyrinth? Alright, I'll be counting on that Valimar. No, we can't head out. Well, let's go back to car 1. The only car I haven't been to yet. Who's left there? Class 7? Ash? I don't think Ash is the early sleeping kind.
Why are you...
Something like that.
Who's chatting? Is that Sarah? Did she move outside? Wait, am I done here? No, I haven't been to car 1, like I said. But there's no one in car 1. Alright, let's step outside. Who's talking? Who's playing crazy outside? Go ahead.
That's enough, Claire.
Oh,
Though you have
my.
the Chancellor's protection, your actions today are only going to come back to bite you.
Michael and Claire playing hooky.
You don't understand, Michael.
Yeah, oh no, Reen.
Show yourself.
You meddler. They're having a couple moment. $10 years ago. What happened back then? Reen, the #1 eavesdropper. You liar, you went out because you heard voices. There were other doors you could have used. What was our previous talk? I don't even remember. Must be a cool breeze outside here.
Michael Major Irving is my cousin.
What? Where did I get the idea that they were lovers?
He was born Michael Revelt.
My goodness. So they're cousins? They're related?
We were, once. But 10 years ago, he took his mother's surname and abandoned the name Revelt. It was after I had the man who took my family away executed. That man was my uncle.
Damn. What a history.
Perhaps you're familiar with the Revelt Company? They're known for making musical instruments.
Not really.
Well, they
Sorry.
were originally located in St. Arc. My father was the president, and my uncle the vice president. The company was doing well. But more importantly, our family was happy.
Alright.
Until an horrible car accident. There weren't many of them on the roads back then.
And her uncle was the culprit?
A stolen truck crashed into us. Then its driver disappeared into the night. In the end, they never found him. It became a cold case. My parents and my little brother died in that accident.
Damn.
But by some miracle, I survived. And my uncle's family took me in.
Okay.
After
so
my father's death, my uncle took control of the company.
when did the uncle become an evil guy?
Though I was grateful to him for taking me in, I couldn't help but ask myself, why was I the only one to survive?
Survivor's guilt.
Soon after that,
It's tough to get over that.
while looking through my father's things, I found the account books.
It was not an accident.
Flipping through them, I noticed something strange. The Revelt Company prided itself on offering high-quality, carefully crafted instruments at an affordable price.
Okay, so far it sounds good.
But certain entries showed unbelievable spikes in profits.
How?
I had a feeling something was wrong, so I looked a little deeper. Each account book I read put things in starker relief. At last, I realized what my uncle had been doing right under my father's nose.
What? Tell us.
He was making a fortune selling cheap, mass-produced
Damn.
instruments from abroad under the Revelt Company name.
Fraud. Counterfeit.
He even had the gall to commission a product he could sell as Maestro class to scam people out of even more money.
Hey, it's still happening today, you know? The knockoffs being sold as originals and premium.
I knew Father must have noticed his brother's wrongdoing and planned to question him. But before he could, the accident took his life.
Then he deserved
When I confronted my uncle about this,
whatever he got.
he was surprisingly candid. You've got no proof. And if you did have any, I've got several powerful nobles ready to back me up should it come to that.
But Claire was undeterred.
Even if you talk, the most suspicious part of that accident is that you're the lone survivor. Good luck getting anyone to listen to you.
If it's an accident, how do you stage that so you are the only survivor? It's not something you can easily control.
I was angry, yes. But more than that, I was heartbroken. I didn't know what to do with myself. Until he showed up.
I was
Oh,
a friend of your father's
there
in
it
military
is.
school.
Osborn comes into the picture, just like he did with with Rufus.
I thought the accident seemed peculiar. Do forgive me for allowing you to suffer for so long on your own.
Somehow, he knew the truth behind the accident.
Maybe he was involved.
But the fact that I knew took him aback for a moment. Until he said,
You have a gift. Enhanced cognition.
And she was recruited to the Ironbloods.
It allows you to grasp every detail, great or small, of any given situation in an instant. It must have awakened during the accident. I was going to mete out the murderer's punishment myself, but I've changed my mind. You have the means and the ability. Why not use them to avenge your family?
So what did you do exactly, Claire?
I was petrified when I heard this. Lost. All I could see were the smiling faces of my parents and my beloved little brother. That's when I decided to take His Excellency's advice. I gathered every last scrap of evidence I could find against my uncle.
So you shouted, "Take that!" and then objection to anything the uncle
I laid
raised.
everything bare. The plot, the motive, the cover-up, the perpetrator. I had too much evidence to be silenced.
How long did it take her to gather all of this?
I made my voice louder and louder until it reached Marquis Higharm's ears. Soon after, the nobles protecting my uncle stepped aside.
So that's how you do it, just shout until it becomes louder and louder.
My uncle's judgment was swift, harsh, and fair. He was put to death for his actions.
I mean, rightfully so,
I had
right?
my revenge.
You had your evidence, so that's something you shouldn't be ashamed
But it
of.
came at a price. I lost my family and my hometown. As soon as the company was in my control, I gave the rights to a longtime employee. All so I could enroll in the military academy suggested by His Excellency.
You don't have shares anymore, or
All so
stocks?
I could enroll in Thor's.
And be the legend that you are. Is she a legend? I think she is. Damn, these ladies have crazy backstories.
You're right. It was sheer coincidence that we both joined the RMP, but he's always looked out for me, both as a superior officer and as a colleague.
And as a cousin.
Not that I've ever felt like I deserved it. I gave in to my desire for vengeance and mercilessly sent my own uncle to his death.
He deserved it.
10 years ago, my aunt and my cousins cursed my name as I robbed them of the man they loved.
Hey, he robbed you of your dad. I think that's justice enough.
I imagine they must still hate me for what I did.
You are an Ironblood.
Rean.
You are respected.
You really are too kind. To be perfectly honest, you remind me of my brother.
You're dead, brother. I don't want to be dead.
Emil. His name was Emil. If he were alive, I think he'd be about your age.
And he'd be wearing a crazy helmet. Wow. You've earned the hug, Rean. And a kiss on the cheek. Just on the cheek, though. Don't push your luck.
Thank you for hearing me out, but I think tonight is the last time I'll compare you to my brother. It's disrespectful. Both to him and to the man you've become.
Exactly. I'm not a kid. I'm a man. So treat me like a
Good
man.
night, Rean. Sweet dreams.
You're the second person to say that to me. Alright. 2 stories from 2 badass ladies with tragic pasts. With 2 kisses on the cheek. On different cheeks too. What are you gonna do to your room, huh? Are you planning to let some steam out to relieve some stress? Where's the door? How do I get back? Oh. So which door is open? This one near the front, right? It's not on the map though. That's weird. What? There it is. Car 2. Yeah, I should probably sleep now. Why are there dots there? To tempt me? It's gotta be it. What a night. Hearing personal problems and being a shoulder to cry on and cheeks to be kissed on.
This is truly an honor.
Excellent stuff.
Here, a reward.
Rank C.
Good work out there.
Some stickers. A photo of Shen Shen. Alright, folks, that was quite an evening. A nice, chill, breezy, heartwarming evening, if you will. We'll see what the next day holds for us. Still in Limar. Day 2, next time, in Trails of Cold Steel 3.